What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Talkie J here, and it's been almost 3 weeks since I've uploaded. Around 2 weeks actually, 2 weeks and 3 days, more to be more specific. Ever since I uploaded my last video, basically talking about Danmachi, novel 21, and man, it was peak. What can I say, guys? It was pure absolute cinema, like I already said, from my last video. So yeah, it's been a while. I was gonna upload a video, I believe, on Saturday, not this Saturday, but last Saturday, but I unfortunately got sick, and you guys could probably still hear it a little bit on my voice. I'm feeling better now, so that's why I'm making this video. You guys probably won't see this until tomorrow. Today's Tuesday the 28th. You guys are going to be seeing it probably on Wednesday, which is tomorrow. But yeah, so yeah, it's been about 2 weeks and 3 days since Danmachi Light Novel 21 came out, and there's a lot of stuff going on, and there's still a lot of questions that people asked, especially in the comments, such as this one, which is basically, how did Otar still fight Balor twice? Shouldn't Balor be, respawning in like at least a few months? And technically, you're correct. But we're going to go in a little bit into that. I feel like there isn't much evidence to go through, but there should be something that just tells us, oh yeah, this is obvious that, Balor was meant to spawn twice because of the mission that's going on. And as well, basically, if you guys already read it, spoilers ahead in case you guys didn't, even though it's been already over 2 weeks, we now learned that everybody went, from the children from the school district, the students from the school district, and the waitresses, from the hostess of fertility. All of Freya Familia went, and basically other familias also went to scout out the dungeon first in order for Belle and the main team to head down there to floor 60 without having to do much, and just going to go get eyes and the rest of Loki Familia before anything else happened. But yeah, and also a very huge clue at the end of the novel that we're basically going to be talking about. But we're firstly going to go over the question of basically, how did Otar still stay down there for a whole week and fight Balor twice? So we're going to go over that first, and then, we'll go over the rest. So if you guys read basically the novel, or spoilers that people translated like on Reddit or somewhere online, you guys would have seen that Otar basically fought Balor twice. And I mentioned this in the last video, saying, Otar was down there, and it was Ryu that first caught who was there after there was like a smoke debris, there was a like ash debris, and the rest of the team, Bell and the others, basically saw that it was Otar, and casting his Hildisvini over and over again while going beastification mode over and over again. Now, somebody in the comments, here's the comment, shout out to, I don't have the pulled up, but shout out to this guy, for basically asking or saying, how did Otar fight Balor twice? Well, we know that the team went to go basically rescue Loki Familia from the spirits, and what we know about these spirits is that they can kind of control the dungeon, because first of all, they're mages and they're spirits, so they're kind of close to godhood, but not necessarily. But because the dungeon acts like a mechanism, if it senses danger, it will spawn in monsters, such as from season 4, it spawned in monsters, and as well as the Juggernaut, so it spawned the Juggernaut in. So yeah, that's probably most likely what happened. And if you guys don't know how Balor looks like, here it is. Basically, like, Otar literally fought this guy twice. Like, you cannot tell me that this level 7, gets defeated by somebody like Leon. Now, don't get me wrong, Leon is basically a strong character too, but I'm on side of Otar, basically, for the entire series. But yeah, so yeah, Otar, basically, that's how he is. He's a beast. Like, I don't know how he was able to do it without any food, water, heals. You guys can basically read it. He literally says it that he was down there for a week. I believe one of the Zenos says it. I forgot which one, but he says that that's the second Balor, and that he's been there for an entire week, waiting for the next one to spawn. So Otar was waiting. He already knew the plan to an extent, and basically just waited for Bell and the team to arrive. But yeah, that's most likely what happened, that the spirits basically just waited or basically spawned in another one as a mechanism, and the dungeon basically also acted as the mechanism to spawn in. So that's probably what happened, somewhere around those lines. But yeah, that's probably a theory of how Balor spawned in twice. So yeah, that's basically it. What I have to go through. Now, basically, everybody's statuses have been updated. Not much to go around from their statuses, such as strength or anything like that from their faunas. But what I'm saying is basically their statuses have been updated, such as Bell. It used to say floor 37 as his peak floor reached, but now it says floor 60. So that's everybody's statuses were changed. Otar's bells. Everybody who went down there, the main group that went down to floor 60 was updated. And if you guys didn't know, Haruhime and Osfi also went down to floor 60. So if you kind of think about it, Haruhime, a level 2, is probably one of the first level 2s that went down there to floor 60. Now, although of course it wasn't by herself, she came with the team. And, of course, we don't know because Zeus and Hera Familias went all the way down to floor 71, I believe. And they also had supporters from levels 2 to 4. So, somewhere around those ranges. But yeah, we don't know for sure. But technically, Haruhime is a record holder for going down to the dungeon. Now, it's not official. I kind of just said it like that. But yeah, if you guys kind of think about it, Haruhime is kind of goated for going down there as a level 2 and not being scared. But yeah, so yeah, everybody's statuses have been updated. And that's basically the second thing that I wanted to go through. And now we're going to be going to the very last important thing. So this one might be a little bit too long, but bear with me, guys. It's really important. Now, this is going to be the very, very important part. I know I'm yapping a little bit too much, guys, but like I said, bear with me. Now, a lot of people, I've seen still a lot of people on TikTok and basically everywhere, like from the fandom in general, people want Bell and Ryu to get together. Now, like I said, I'm not really into much of that stuff, like the fandom. Like what happened with My Hero Academia. I never watched My Hero Academia, but I knew about the fandom and what they wanted, and boy, that was a lot. And, as a fan of Danmachi, as an enjoyer or watcher of Danmachi, I could see why you guys would want that, but that's probably not going to happen, and especially why I'm going basically into this. And I already made a video about this. It didn't get too many views, but it got out there somehow. But I will keep saying it again. It probably won't happen, especially from what I'm about to say. And so yeah, there was a lot to cover basically at the end of novel 21. But, we're just going to go over just a little bit of basically what's going to be going on. And, of course, I feel like there will be a Season 6. But, like I said, we won't be... I've said it before as well in my other videos. We probably won't be seeing that for another 2 or 3 years. Especially because light novels need around a year in order for them to be translated. And light novel 20 just came out in 2024, so almost a year ago. We could be seeing a translated version by January of 2026, so close to a year. And we'll need a light novel 21 translated, printed out, and out there rather than us reading it from like a document or online. And that's basically what happened with season 5. That was I believe novels 16, 17, and 18. So yeah, usually every season is around 3 or 4 novels. Oh, my allergies. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna have to wait for that. But now we're getting to the important part. So big spoilers. I'm already telling you guys, if you guys haven't read it, if you guys are kind of slow to reading, which is okay. I'm usually slow reading as well. But yeah, so here we go. So at the end, of course, Finn basically thanks everybody for basically coming down to floor 60 and rescuing them. And of course, but before that happens, Bell basically tells Eyes that he wants to be, her hero, her hero. Yeah, I'm mixing up right now, but so yeah. And that's basically what happens. So it's kind of like a love proposal, basically already expressing his love towards her. in a sense. And of course, you know, here's the image of them holding each other's pinkies. You know, you could see Bell's arm. Excuse me. You could see Bell's arm basically ripped. Well, not ripped, but you know, his clothing close to torn. You know, from the intense battle that they had in Floor 60 against, of course, the spirits. But of course, those spirits are no longer here anymore. But yeah, so now back to what I was saying. So Finn basically thanks everybody. And now that they're back on the surface, so yeah, Finn and basically the other higher ups, such as Gareth and Riveria, are basically talking with Loki about the future of what's going to happen. And because of Belle's big extraordinary ability to basically go down there to floor 60 and defeat this spirit that was very, very powerful, and a familia, you know, such as Loki familia, couldn't defeat it. Finn basically says that they need to bring in Bel Cornell into our familia. Now, this is very important because he says the key to slaying the Black Dragon is him. And that's when he tells Loki, of course, let's bring Bel Cornell into our familia. Now, this could be a hint that this is how Bel gets with Eyes. Now, of course, you know, they're both from different familias and they can't really be together. But what I think, this is a theory now. My theory is that Bel will not join Loki Familia, but instead do a unification. Kind of like what Zeus and Hera Familia did. That's how Bel was born, through a unification between both familias. Of course, Bel's father being from Zeus Familia and Bel's mother being from Hera Familia. So I feel like that's what's kind of going on right here. Although Finn does kind of seem like he's saying it in a way to where let's have Bel into our familia, like bring him in, you know, make him part of their familia. So yeah, so who knows? It's literally this is probably like one of the biggest, not plot twist, but like a cliffhanger, basically. Huge cliffhanger, because now it opens up to many, many more questions as to will Bel do it? What's going to be going on? And so yeah, it's just a lot basically to bring in. And like I said, of course, a lot of people wanted Ryu and Bel to be together, but like I said, that's probably never going to happen because of course Novel 21 already showed us that it's probably not going to happen at all. Now that both Bel and Eyes kind of had a moment together when Bel went to go rescue her. So yeah, that's basically kind of how it ended, kind of with a cliffhanger. But yeah, so you know, leave more theories down in the comments. I really want to hear them. But yeah, that's basically all I got. Like I said, just wanted to make this video because I haven't made a video in 2 weeks, and I don't want to keep you guys hanging on to what's been going on in case you guys haven't reached this point of the novel. But yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it. So, you know, whenever I upload this video, I hope you guys don't hate me for uploading it a little bit late or early or whatever the case may be. I still gotta go study for an exam tomorrow, and my goodness. All right. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of the video, guys. So yeah, like I said, please let me know if you guys got any theories. Leave them down in the comments, and thank you guys very much as well for all the subscribers. I believe we were like at 120, and now we're at 140, 150-ish. So yeah, I know it's only a little bit, but I like to upload these videos even if it's only for a little bit. I really like to put in my thoughts of what's going on with, you know, Danmachi and other animes that I hope to basically cover so in the future. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the video, guys, and yeah, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care and peace.